Hello everybody and welcome along to a brand new video where today I'm going to be looking at the sort of rumour that's been swirling the last week or so that potentially Series 11 of Doctor Who is going to be airing on a Sunday. So I'm going to look at whether we think that is a good idea or not. This has come in the last week or so from a sort of article from the Daily Mirror, which are not the most reliable source in the world, certainly, but have been surprisingly accurate in the past on sort of a 50-50 basis, it seems. I mean, they have their mysterious on-set spy who's able to tell them all this information, apparently. But basically they're saying that Doctor Who is going to air on a Sunday this year, which would be the first time in the history of Doctor Who that its normal sort of scheduled day would be a Sunday. It's happened on the Christmas specials, but other than that, we've covered, I think, pretty much every other day of the week. Obviously, Saturday's the traditional, but it has done Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays in the UK being scheduled for. So certainly it'd be something different to have it on a Sunday, but would it actually help? Now, this year, Doctor Who is going to be airing at the end, towards the end of the year. We're looking at the autumn time. Maybe it'll be August, or maybe it won't start until September, so you're looking at sort of through September, October, and some of November. For the airing of the series. Now this is similar to what we had for Series 8 and Series 9, which of course around the time had a lot of problems with sort of lower viewing figures and scheduling the episodes too late in the evening, simply because there was a lot more going on at the time, which had caused a lot of issues. So after that, it seemed like with the year off in 2016 that'd be resolved as we got Series 10 back into the normal spring, April start slot that the RTD era or the first 5 series of Doctor Who, of New Who had managed and seemed to work quite well. It wasn't having so many clashes, it wasn't starting so late. The viewing figures still weren't spectacular, but it was hardly bad. But then suddenly we've been forced, because of the change in production team and everything, into a longer gap between series once again, pushing Series 11 back into the autumn again, where there seems to be a lot of problems. But what exactly are the problems with showing Doctor Who in September and October? What is causing lots of issues and lots of struggles with it? The key thing is Strictly Come Dancing. Everybody's favourite TV dance reality show, whatever you want to call it, with celebrities dancing away. The only reason I know anything about Strictly Come Dancing is because of its clashes and struggles with Doctor Who. I just don't like it. Don't watch it unless I really, really have to. But the main problem is that Strictly Come Dancing starts at the end of September every year and is always Saturday night, coming between a 2.25 hour slot. Through the series it drops down to about an hour slot as the programmes get shorter, with less contestants and everything like that. So it means that Strictly Come Dancing suddenly takes up a massive chunk of Saturday nights, and they want it to start at a reasonable time and not finish too late. So looking back to 2015, when it was sort of Doctor Who was most affected by Strictly Come Dancing, where all but The Magician's Apprentice, the opening episode, were on a Strictly Come Dancing night, so 11 or 12 episodes clashed and had problems sort of scheduling in the round Strictly. And the problem we saw was that Strictly Come Dancing was getting the 6:30 to 8:30 slot and pushing Doctor Who back to starting at 8:30. And it meant that some of the episodes were finishing close to 9:30 at night, which for a family drama like Doctor Who is just too late. It can't be finishing at 9:30. That's just too late for 7-, 8-year-olds to be staying up to watch Doctor Who, and some parents will let them, but that is definitely having problems. And it also means, because Strictly Come Dancing gets shorter every week, it means Doctor Who shuffled along back and forth every week, whether it be starting at 8:30, then the next week is 8:20, the next week is 8:10, then it's back to 8:25 again. In Series 9 it was just back and forth between those sort of 20 to 30 minutes after 8 o'clock. And starting after 8 o'clock is too late anyway. It's going to cause the viewing figures to drop, as we saw with the series. So you might say the simple solution is just to put Doctor Who on before Strictly Come Dancing. But that's where we clash with pointless, because you've got to have pointless celebrities every single Saturday at around 5:30 or 5:45, running for around 45 minutes to an hour. So that brings you nicely up to Strictly, and of course you can't move pointless celebrities because Pointless is such a popular programme. Unfortunately, in recent years it has got more high viewing figures than Doctor Who, so at least on overnight figures, so it kind of has been performing as well and can't really justify moving it. So it means that there's no gap there for Doctor Who to slip in early and maybe start at 5:30 or 5:45, which, although still not ideal, would be better than starting at 8:30. So really there is no wiggle room on a Saturday night at the moment when airing in September to squeeze Doctor Who in, unless you're going to starting Strictly at 7:30 and have it finish at 9:30, 9:45, which they're not going to do because that is their primetime Saturday night programme. Doctor Who, as much as it is a big drama, it's not, during that period, Strictly is more important than Doctor Who, therefore Strictly Come Dancing will be scheduled and Doctor Who will be put around it, rather than trying to schedule Doctor Who and then squeeze Strictly in wherever. That's, unfortunately, because Strictly gets twice the viewing figures Doctor Who, that's what they do. So now that I've given a bit of the context of exactly why Doctor Who just doesn't work in September or October in this day and age, it looks very, very likely that a Sunday night move would be a good idea, because at the moment we're going to get to September and Jodie's first episode is 65 minutes long. It'll probably be starting at 8:20 and finishing at 9:25, which would just be terrible and way too late. So clearly the solution here is to put it on a Sunday. So why would a Sunday be a better night for Doctor Who? Because mainly the schedule is a lot less cramped. You've got Countryfile in there, you've got the tops like Antiques Roadshow, those classics that everybody loves to watch, that could easily be shifted or moved around to accommodate Doctor Who. You've got the Strictly Come Dancing results show, but that's only about 45 minutes of the sort of 4-hour evening slot taken out there, rather than 2 hours of it, as you have on a Saturday night. So there's a lot more time to play with there. So it looks very, very plausible that you could have Countryfile starts at 6 o'clock, have it finish at 7, then put Doctor Who on from 7 to 7:50 or 7:55, then have the Strictly Come Dancing results show until about 8:30, 8:45, and then you're sorted. Doctor Who gets a prime time 7 PM slot every Sunday night, consistent. You can start it at 7 every night, because Sunday nights the schedules don't change, everything is the same amount of time every week, so they wouldn't need to shuffle around every other week. It would just work. It would be able to have it consistent at a reasonable time for the whole family to be able to watch on a Sunday night, when less people are going out, in theory, partying, that kind of thing. People are staying in, there are more people watching TV, and there's just a much better chance of catching new viewers. And Sunday nights have proven to be a really, really good night for big TV drama. Looking back to last year, Line of Duty, that was a massive series over here in the UK, if you're abroad or wherever. That aired 6 episodes on a Sunday night. Sherlock, that aired on a Sunday night as well, those 3 episodes, at least series 4 and I think series 3 as well. Currently we've had big dramas like Mafia on in the UK that have aired on a Sunday night. They are really looking, it seems, at putting big dramas on a Sunday night. Victoria on ITV, that was another big drama on a Sunday night. It's a big night for drama now, so I really think that Doctor Who could benefit from shifting away from the Saturday night, where really there isn't a lot of drama on generally. It's more about reality shows and big sort of family entertainment and game shows and this kind of thing, rather than dramas. That's not really what Saturday nights are about anymore. So I really do think that Doctor Who could benefit from just being shifted a day. As far as I can see, there really isn't any drawbacks to at least trying this, because viewing figures are good on TV generally on a Sunday night. It isn't a big risk. Yes, I know Doctor Who has traditionally been on a Saturday night, but throughout the 1980s, Doctor Who was shifted around every day possible of the week. Obviously that's because the BBC had fallen out of favour with it a little bit, but even in the early 80s, when it was still reasonably well accepted, it was happening then as well. So I definitely don't think this would be a sign that the BBC are not happy with the show, they're shifting it away from Saturday nights and this kind of thing. I really don't think that'd be an issue. I think it's just worth, as Chris Chibnall seems to be wanting to try to do everything different, really bring a whole new team in. Obviously, as I've talked about in previous videos, new Doctor, new Companion, new everything, basically. Move it to a different day as well. That just, again, distances it, just makes it seem more a new era, a fresh start, just by moving it to a different day. So I really do think, and I hope this is what they do, because it definitely, I think, is the way forward. Now, of course, if they do put it on a Saturday night, that's fine, we'll live with it, that's what it is. But I do think for sort of benefiting viewing figures and being able to schedule the the sort of TV schedule for each night better, it would work in the BBC's interest to put Doctor Who on a Sunday night and not faff around trying to squeeze it in alongside Strictly on a Saturday night, because it just doesn't fit. So yes, to sum it up, that Doctor Who should air on a Sunday this year. I think it will be beneficial to the show. Whenever the show has to be shown in September, October, November, it's going to be beneficial to have it on a Sunday night, because it's just more room to fit it in and have it at a more reasonable time. I mean, to be honest, looking at the current TV schedules, it does feel like January and February would probably be the best time to air Doctor Who, because Saturday night television is pretty horrific at the moment. There's the latest really, really naff singing competition on BBC One that's properly terrible, airing at the moment, and it just generally seems there's really not that much good drama or game shows or anything on a Saturday night at least. So if it ever could be shifted a little bit later, maybe for Series 12, we have Series 11 in autumn 2018, then just shift Series 12 over to January 2020. That might actually solve all the problems. I know it would mean another reasonably long wait. Hopefully we'll keep the Christmas specials. I know it's a bit of an unknown about that at the moment, but if we keep the Christmas specials, Yes, it would mean, I understand, a year of no Doctor Who again, which would be unfortunate, but I think it would be better longer term if they can manage it to just shift it into January, then just have sort of maybe have a New Year's Day premiere of Doctor Who. How exciting would that be? Or maybe even have episode 1 as the Christmas Day episode. I don't know, something like that possibly. Would just be quite exciting for the show. Or if they don't want a Christmas special anymore, start it on New Year's Day and have a New Year's Day special. Maybe that'd be a better way of doing it, and then just have it stretched through the first 10 weeks of the year until sort of mid-March. That's what they did back in the 80s. I know, remember the Peter Davison era, certainly. Sort of his series were happening in January to March most years. So I definitely think it's a route that maybe Doctor Who should look at doing in the near future, even if it does mean another slightly longer wait. But that's it, guys. I'd love to hear from you. What do you think? Should Doctor Who air on a Saturday like it always has, pretty much? Or is it better to move to a Sunday now because Strictly Come Dancing is just ruining Doctor Who? And I did just want to say a quick thank you to everybody for the big response I had to the video last Saturday, the Is Doctor Who Nearing Cancellation video. I've had, I think, about 12,500 views on it now, like 400 comments. It's been crazy. So thank you for all the sort of response to that. I know obviously it is a massive issue in Doctor Who at the moment about its future, where is it heading, and it was a bit sad to see the amount of negativity in the comments, and I'm not going to lie, there was an absolute barrage of people saying that Doctor Who's been terrible for about the last 5 years and that it's still not going to get any better either, which was a little bit disappointing, and I don't really agree with most of you. But there we go, everybody's entitled to their opinions, that's absolutely fine. And yeah, I was just pleased to see that. I do apologise that my thumbnail was a bit clickbaity, I know. I thought I'd just try it out and see what happens. It was just an image I found on Google that fitted the topic quite well, so I thought I'd give it a try. So yes, just thank you for the response on that, and let's keep it going on this video and all the videos to come. I just remember to hit that like button if you're enjoying this video, and I do love to hear all your comments. I do read every single one of them. They come through, I get notification every time, and I do, even if I don't respond to a lot of them, I do see them all, so please do keep sending the comments and the likes in. But that is it for this video. Remember to hit that subscribe button as well as the likes, and I'll see you again very soon for another video. Goodbye.